Hello everyone. Welcome back to the next session of data visualization with Python programming. I hope you are understanding data visualization with Python programming from my first session to till now. Yes. And I hope you remember in the previous session we have seen Seaborn library. Am I right? Yeah, we have seen introduction to Seaborn, features of Seaborn, functionalities provided by Seaborn, and we also have seen some basic types of plot using Seaborn, such that we have seen distribution plot, that is DIST plot, and then we have seen line plot and then LM plot. Yeah, we have seen these three types of plot using the Seaborn library. Am I right? Now, in this session, we are going to start with the next point, that is data visualization using Seaborn. Okay, so what type of graph, what type of plots you can create using Seaborn? Till now we have seen three only, right? Distribution plot, line plot, and LM plot, right? Now let me show you what you are going to learn in this session. So see here, first of all, we're going to study strip plot. Okay, what is a strip plot? How can you create a strip plot? And then the program for creating the strip plot. In the same way, we are going to study swarm plot. Okay, and then we will see plotting the bivariate distribution. Okay, plotting bivariate distribution. Under this, we are going to study some types of plots such as scatter plot. Okay, by the way, I hope you know scatter plot. Yes, we have seen the scatter plot using a matplotlib, right? So we are going to see the scatter plot also using the Seaborn library. With the help of Seaborn, how can you create scatter plot? Okay, and then we are going to see hexbin plot. Okay, and then next one is KDE. Yeah, do you know what is KDE? KD is nothing but kernel density estimation. Okay, kernel density estimation plot. Okay, and then we are going to see REG plot, which is useful for linear regression model fit. Okay, we are going to see theory about it, so don't worry. Once we understand all these plots, which is comes under the bivariate distribution, we are going to proceed with the next point, visualizing the pairwise relationship. Okay, and then we are going to see box plot, violent plot, point plot. Okay, we are going to see all the three about box plot, yeah, violent plot, point plot, the theory, the syntax, and then the example of creating each type of these plots with the help of Seaborn. Okay, with the help of Seaborn library. Yeah. So let's start with the first point. You might be thinking this session look like more lengthy or with more points. Yeah, because in case of a Seaborn, actually we are just studying those types of plot which we have not covered using the matplotlib, or which is not available using the matplotlib. Okay, so see here, we have not seen the strip plot, we have not seen the swarm plot, hexbin plot, KDE, box, violin plot, point plot, right? We have not seen these types of plot. Am I right? We don't know anything about it, right? We have not studied anything about it. Yeah, you have studied only scatter plot and box plot. I hope you know that. Yeah, I hope you know that. Yeah, we have seen scatter plot and box plot using the matplotlib, right? Matplotlib library. Yeah. So we are going to study much more types of plot using the Seaborn library. Okay. So let's start with the first plot, that is strip plot. Okay. So see here, what is a strip plot? A strip plot is a graphical data analysis technique for summarizing the univariate data set. For summarizing the univariate data set. Okay. So a strip plot is a graphical data analysis technique for summarizing the univariate data set. A strip plot is a scatter plot where one of the variable is categorical. Okay, where one of the variable is categorical. Okay. They can be combined with other plots to provide additional information. Okay. categorical data is represented in x-axis and values corresponding to them represented through y-axis. Okay. So Seaborn dot strip plot and then x comma y comma data. This function we are going to use, okay, for creating the strip plot. Okay. So here data is the data set. Okay. Can you see that inside a function strip plot we have written x comma y comma data. So here data set data is used if you want to use the values of x and y from the data set. Let's suppose this data is nothing but the data frame that contain the column. Let's suppose whatever it is, it contains the columns, 2 columns, okay, x and y. So using that data frame inside seaborn.strip plot, you can just write x comma y comma name of data frame. Okay, are you getting it? So if you want to use a data frame or some inbuilt data set, okay, in such a case, what can you write? You need to use the function seaborn.strip plot x comma y comma data in such a way that you need to write x is equal to name of the column name, comma y is equal to name of the column name, comma data is nothing but the inbuilt data set or data frame that you want to use for creating the strip plot. Are you getting it? Yes. Now let's suppose if you don't want to use the data frame, or if you don't want to use a data set or inbuilt data set or data frame, you just want to create a very simple strip plot using x and y only, then it is also possible. So you can also use seaborn dot strip plot x comma y. So where x and y is nothing but, x is nothing but the data that you want to plot on x-axis, and y is nothing but a list. Okay, here x and y can be a list that contain the numeric data, and here x is nothing but the data that you want to plot on x-axis, and y is nothing but the data that you want to plot on y-axis. Are you getting it? Yes. So it's possible to use like this or like this. It's up to you. So let's suppose if you're using this one, seaborn dot strip plot x comma y. So what is xy? It's a data. So let's suppose x is a list that contain 5 numbers, and y is a list that are going to contain the 5 numbers, so whatever it is. So using that list, let's suppose x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and y is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So, and then using that list, you just need to pass the name of the list here, x comma y, and then you will see the strip plot using this function. But if you have a data set, we already know how can you load the inbuilt data set. Yes, we have seen that. So let's suppose if you want to use the inbuilt data set, or if you want to create a strip plot with the help of data frame, in such a case, you need to specify, you need to write the function seaborn.strip plot x comma y comma data. So x is nothing but, yeah, the data that you want to create on x-axis from the data frame. For example, if the data is here, is the data frame. So x is equal to, you need to specify the name of the column for which you want to have the data on x-axis, and y is equal to, let's suppose if you're writing name of another column for which the data, the values of that column that you want to plot on y-axis, and comma name of data frame data. Are you getting it? Okay. Don't be confused. I will also show you example of both these things. How can you write? How can you use seaborn.strip plot with 2 argument x comma y, and seaborn.strip plot with 3 argument x, y data. Okay. But remember, we are going to use this function seaborn.strip plot for creating the strip plot. And what is a strip plot? A strip plot is a graphical data analysis technique for summarizing a univariate data set. For summarizing the, make a note of it. It is useful for summarizing the univariate data set. Okay. Actually, a strip plot is a scatter plot where one of the variable is categorical. They can be combined with other 2 plots to provide the additional information. Okay. So make a note of it. Strip plot is a scatter plot where one of the variable is categorical. One variable is a categorical. So see here, categorical data is represented on x-axis, and the values corresponding to them represented through y-axis. For example, a categorical data like, for example, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 7 days of a week, or you can say sex is also a categorical data that contain male, female. Yes, are you getting it? Yeah. So let's start. Okay, with the next point of strip plot. Okay, one problem with the strip plot is how to display multiple point with the same values. How to display multiple point with the same values. Okay. Data plot provides two options to address this one. Okay. So see here, with the jitter option, a small amount of random noise is added to the vertical coordinate. Okay. With the jitter option. Okay. Next one is with the stack option, repeated values add a fixed increment to the vertical coordinate. So if there are 3 points with the same value, if there are 3 points with the same value, then the y coordinate might be 1, 1.1 and 1.2. Okay. This gives the strip plot a histogram-like appearance. Okay. Now you might be thinking, what is a categorical variable? So see here, a categorical variable represent types of data which may be divided into a groups. Which may be divided into the groups. For example of categorical variable are race, sex, age group, educational level. All these are the example of categorical variable. So as per the theory, strip plot is a scatter plot where one of the variable is categorical. In case of a scatter plot, we have the two variable both of numerical data types. Yeah, both has the numerical data. Okay. But in case of a strip plot, one variable is belongs to the numerical data, one variable is belong to the categorical type. So categorical means nothing but categorical variable represent types of data which may be divided into groups. Some of the categorical variables are race, sex, age group, educational level. All these are the example of categorical variable. Okay, so I hope you got an idea about strip plot. Now let's see example of strip plot. What is the first thing? The first thing, we need to import the necessary libraries for creating the strip plot. Since we are creating the plot using Seaborn, so we need to import Seaborn, as well as we need to import this one also. Import matplotlib.pyplot splt, and then import Seaborn as SNS, for example. Okay, you can import it SB also, it's your choice. Okay, now let's create a data. Suppose I have X and Y. So X is my, it look like a weekdays. Yeah, it's categorical variable. X, it's weekdays. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now Y is a numerical variable. Y is the list that contain numerical data. So 5, 6.7, whatever it is. So X list, this X list contain total 7 items, and Y list should also contain 7 items. Now using X and Y, we can create strip plots. Yes. So what is the syntax for creating the strip plot? The syntax for creating the strip plot is cborn.stripplot x, y. So see here, we have imported cborn as SNS. So write SNS.stripplot and pass x, y, where x is the categorical variable. You can say x is my list that contain this one, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, weekdays you can say. And then y is a numerical. Yeah, y is a list that contain numeric data. 5, 6.7, 4, 6, 2, 4.9, 1.8. Yes. So how to create a strip plot using these two? Yeah, it's very easy. Just write cborn. So we have imported cborn as SNS. So write SNS.stripplot. Inside that, pass the list x and y. These two variables x and y. Okay. Now the result of this one, you can assign it to the variable ax, so that with the help of this ax, you can set the labels, you can provide the labels for x and y axis. Okay, for example, see here, the result of this one you can assign to a variable x, and then with the help of ax.set, inside this you can specify x label, what label you want to have on x-axis. So I want to have x label is equal to days. This means on x-axis I would like to have the label days, y label is equal to amount spent. This means on the y-axis I would like to have the label amount spent. Okay. And then with the help of plt.title, we can add the title to our plot, and finally plt.show. Okay. And by the way, you can also directly write sns.stripplot. Suppose if you don't want to use this line, if you don't want to provide the labels to x and y axis, okay, then you can directly write sns.stripplot x, y, and then finally you can write plt.show. Okay, so it is going to create the strip plot. Okay, since we want to add the labels on x-axis and y-axis, so the result of this one we are assigning to the variable ax, and then with the help of function ax.set. Inside that you need to pass the parameter x label is equal to what you want to have on x label on an x-axis, y label, what you want to have on the y-axis, amount spent. Okay, and then plt.title, with the help of this one, we can assign the title to our chart. We can provide, okay, and then plt.show to see the plot. Got it? Now it's time for us to execute this code in Python ideally. Yes. So see here. Focus from the first line of code. Import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Yes. And then import seaborn as SNS. Okay. Once we have imported the necessary libraries, it's time for us to create a data. So one variable should be categorical. So you can say it's a list that contains the string data also. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Total 7 elements are there. Now why is the list that contains the numeric data? It should also contain 7 elements. Okay, whatever it is, 5, 6.7, 4, 6, 2, 4.9, and 1.8. Now using this, I want to create a strip plot. So what is the syntax for creating the strip plot? Seaborn dot strip plot. Since we have imported seaborn as SNS, so write SNS dot strip plot and then pass x comma y. The result of this one you are assigning to the variable ax, so that with the help of this ax you can assign the label for x and y axis. Okay, giving the labels to x and y axis. So write ax dot set with the help of this one. Right, the first argument x label is equal to specify the labels for x axis, y label is equal to specify the label for y axis. And then with the help of, if you want to give the title to your plot, you can write like this plt.title and then give the title to your plot, my first graph, or I can write my first strip plot. Yeah. And then plt.show. Now it's time for us to run this code. So just wait for a few seconds. So see here, the first example, in this first example, we are using the function seaborn dot strip plot with 2 arguments, x and y. Okay. Okay, so this is our first example in which we are using the seaborn function, seaborn.stripplot function with 2 variables, with 2 arguments, x and y. Let's see the output of it. How does strip plot look like? So just wait, it's going to come. Yes, can you see this one? This is my strip plot for this data set. So can you see this one? As per the theory, what the theory tell to us? A strip plot is a graphical data analysis technique for summarizing a univariate distribution. A strip plot is a scatter plot where one of the variable is categorical, right? So one, okay, and the categorical data is represented on x-axis and the values corresponding to them represented through the y-axis. Okay, so see here, this is our code and this is output for it. A categorical data is presented on x-axis. So see here, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the values for it. Okay, can you see that? The values, can you see as per the theory, the values corresponding to them represented through the y-axis. So see here, Sunday, what is the value of this Sunday? 5. Can you see this one? Sunday 5. Monday 6.7. This Monday 6.7. Tuesday is 4. Yeah, Wednesday is 6. Thursday is 2. Friday is 4.9. And Saturday is 1.8. Can you see this one? And then we have added the labels on x-axis, days, and label for y-axis, amount is spent. Yes, with the help of ax.set, with the help of this line, we have added the labels, and then you can see the title also, my first strip plot. Got it? So in the first example, we have used the function seaborn.stripplot x, y, right? Now let's see the next example in which we are going to use some data set. Okay, so see here, next example of it. A strip plot using inbuilt data set given in Seaborn. Okay, so we are going to use inbuilt data set. So first of all, import the necessary library. So we have imported matplotlib.pyplot.splt and then import Seaborn as SNS. Okay, how to load the data set which is given by Seaborn? It's very easy, right? Seaborn dot load underscore data set, right? And then inside the parentheses, inside a single quote, you just need to specify the name of data set. Since we have imported Seaborn as SNS, so write SNS dot load underscore data set inside the parentheses, inside a single or double quote, specify the name of data set. Okay. Yeah. The result of this one you can assign to the variable arrays. Okay, whatever it is. So once we have this code, we are assigning to the variable, the result of this one, we are assigning to the variable iris. This means it is going to have the inbuilt data set, all the data of the iris data set. Okay. Now with the help of this iris data set, we are going to create the strip plot. Okay. Now next thing is use to set style of background of plot. Let's suppose if you want to set the style of background of the plot. Okay. If you want to set the style, for background, okay, if you want to set the style for background of the plot, then in that situation you need to write seaborn.set. So see here we import seaborn as SNS, so write SNS.set and then style is equal to white grid. This means I would like to have my plot with the background as white grid color. Okay, it's optional. If you want to use it, you can use it. Otherwise, it's up to you. If you don't want to set the style of your background plot, if you don't want to set the style of background of the plot to the white grid, then you can use it. Okay, it's optional. If you want to set the style of background of the plot to a white grid color, then you can write SNS.set style is equal to white grid. Okay, and if you don't want to change the background of the plot, then you don't need to write this code. Okay, now let's see. Next point is you need to write this one, SNS.strip plot, Seaborn.strip plot. Now see here, X is equal to spices. This means on the x-axis, I would like to have the data, okay, or the values for the column species on the x-axis, and on the y-axis I would like to have the data or the values for the column sepal underscore length, comma data is equal to arrays. What is this arrays? This variable. Got it? And then you can assign the title to your plot, plt.title graph, and then plt.show. So what we have done here, we have used SNS.strip plot. So see here, even if you write like this one, it's also okay. So see here, yeah, strip plot. If you write like this also, SNS.strip plot, okay, and then X is equal to spaces that you want to have on x-axis, sepal length on the y-axis, and data is equal to this, then it's also going to okay for us. Now it's time for us to execute this code in Python ideally. So let me show you the second example of it. So see here, since we have already imported the necessary libraries, okay, so don't need to write. Now next thing is import the next thing is load that data set which is provided by the Seaborn. So write Seaborn, since we have imported Seaborn as SNS, so write SNS dot load underscore data set inside the parentheses, inside a single quote, specify the name of data set. The result of this one you can assign to any variable. For example, I'm assigning it to a iris and then print iris. If you want to see how this data set look like, okay, how this data set look like, you can check it. Now next thing is use to set style of background of the plot. For example, if you write seaborn.set, this means SNS.set style is equal to white grid. This function here is used to define the background of the plot. This function here is used to define the background of the plot. If you want to change the background, then you can write like this, seaborn.set style is equal to white grid. If you don't want to change the background, then you don't need to write this one, okay? Now next thing is, I will directly write like this. the function cbond dot strip plot. So see, we have imported cbond as SNS dot strip plot. Now x is equal to species. This means I would like to plot the values under the column species on the x-axis, and I would like to have the values under the column sepal length to be plotted on the y-axis. And the comma data is equal to what data I want to use? This Aries data, the result of this one. Okay, finally, and then you can add the title. Okay, let's suppose if I will add second strip plot. Okay, and then plt.show. Now let me run this code. Let's see whether it is going to change the background of the plot to white grid, and then how the strip plot it look like using the data set it is. See here, this is our first strip plot we have seen. Now can you see, before going to understand the plot, see this, what is this data set? It's one of the data set areas that we have loaded with the help of SNS dot load underscore data set areas. So this data set contain 150 rows with 5 columns: sepal underscore length, sepal underscore width, petal underscore length, petal underscore width, and space size. Okay, so see, as per the theory, one of the variables should be categorical. So I want to have this categorical variable on x-axis, so I will write x is equal to name of the column. And then y is equal to, I can use any of these columns. So I want to use the column sepal underscore length. Y is equal to sepal underscore length. So, and finally data. What data I want to use? It is this one. Okay. Now let's see how the plot look like. See here, this plot is look like. Can you see this one? The background of the plot is changed to white grid. Can you see? Can you see carefully? Yes. Now next thing is, can you see this one? We have used, at this time we have used 3 arguments inside the strip plot: x comma y comma data. So x is nothing but x is equal to species. This means I would like to plot this categorical variable on x-axis. So I have only 3 species. Yeah, this one. You can read it here. These 3 species. And what is this sepal length for each of them? Yes, got it. And the title that you have, that second strip plot. Yes. So under the column species, we have just three types. Yeah, this is first one, second one, and third one. Got it? Yes. Now, since you have changed the background color to white grid, if you want to change it to the, for example, something else, for example, dark grid. So let me copy it. Let's check it, how it look like if I write here dark grid. Let's check it. Okay, we are setting the background color of the plot using SNS dot style. Sorry, SNS dot set. SNS dot set, and then inside that style is equal to dark grid. Can you see this one? It look like little bit dark. Yes. And then the same thing we are getting here. What is this? We have plotted the categorical variable, or you can say we have plotted the values of the column space size on the x-axis and the values under the column sepal length on the y-axis, and data we have used, it is data. Got it? And then the title. Can you see this one? If you want to save, you can save it. So I hope you have understand now what is strip plot. How can you use cbond.stripplot function like this with the help of 2 arguments x comma y. That is nothing but here we have used x is the categorical variable, or you can say x is the list that contain string data, and y is also the list that contain numeric data. And then we have just passed x comma y. We have used this one so that we can set the labels to x and y axis like this. And then in the next example, we have used the function cbond.stripplot with x, y, and data. So x is equal to what data you want to have on x-axis, y is equal to what values you want to have on the y-axis. So in our case, I want to have the values, the categorical variable, or you can say the values present inside the column species on the x-axis, and I would like to have the values present under the column sepal underscore length on y-axis, and then data I want to use is this. So finally, you can see this is our second example of a strip plot with the background color is dark gray. Can you see this? Actually, it's a style. It's not a background color. because with the help of this function, SNS.set, inside that still is equal to dark gray. This function here is used to define the background of the plot. It's not a background color, but it's a style for that. You can say this function here is used to define the background of the plot. So I want to have the background of my plot as dark gray. Okay. Previously we have seen how can you set the background of the plot to white grid, right? So we have seen that also. If you don't want to use it, it's up to you. You just remove it or you just make it as a comment. And let's check it how it look like. Let me make it as a comment. Yeah, this is our first strip plot without any background style. Now this is our second strip plot without any background style. Yeah, without any background. Yeah, there is no background style, no background. Yes, because we have commented this one style, this function, this one we have commented. This function here is used to define the background of the plot. We have not defined the background, so hence it's coming as simple like this. Got it? Yeah. So I hope you have understand the strip plot, the theory of it, the function, how to use for creating the strip plot, the two example of strip plot. What I will do, I will continue with the next point of SWAM plot in the next session. So as of now, I hope you have understand all the things about strip plot. Okay. Yeah.